I think that confidence is something that all of us want to cultivate. I think we all want to feel confident in ourselves, confident in our abilities, confident in who we are. But there's a fine line between confidence and arrogance. And I think that most people, if they're honest, will admit that they sometimes overstep that line and they become arrogant. And arrogance is something that we need to be careful of. It's something that we need to be aware of. But if we can find that fine line and we can walk that fine line, then I think that we can all be more confident without being arrogant. So here are 5 things that I do to try and be more confident without being arrogant. No. 1 is I remind myself of my past accomplishments. Sometimes when we're feeling down, sometimes when we're feeling like we're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough, it can be helpful to remind ourselves of our past accomplishments. Not to remind ourselves of them in an arrogant way, but to remind ourselves that, hey, we have done hard things in the past. We have accomplished things in the past that we can be proud of. And if we can remind ourselves of those accomplishments and we can remind ourselves of how we did those accomplishments, what it took, what the process was, then we can start to build up our confidence in ourselves again. No! 2 is I don't compare myself to others. Comparison is something that we all do. It's human nature to compare ourselves to others, especially now with social media. It's very easy to compare ourselves to others. But when we start to compare ourselves to others, that's when we start to feel like we're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough. And it's important to remember that everybody has their own journey. Everybody is on their own path. And just because somebody else has accomplished something, that doesn't mean that you haven't accomplished something. You just have accomplished something different. No. 3 is I focus on my strengths. All of us have strengths, and all of us have weaknesses. And it's important to remember that. And it's also important to remember that everybody has their own strengths, and everybody has their own weaknesses. So when we're feeling down about ourselves, when we're feeling like we're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough, it can be helpful to focus on our strengths. What are we good at? What do we bring to the table? What is unique about us? What is special about us? When we start to focus on our strengths, then we start to build up our confidence in ourselves again. No. 4 is I surround myself with positive people. The people that we surround ourselves with, the people that we spend our time with, the people that we listen to, all of that can have a big impact on how we feel about ourselves. If we surround ourselves with negative people, then we're going to start to feel negative about ourselves. But if we surround ourselves with positive people, then we're going to start to feel positive about ourselves again. And number 5 is I practice self-compassion. Sometimes when we're feeling down, sometimes when we're feeling like we're not good enough, not smart enough, not talented enough, it can be helpful to practice self-compassion towards ourselves. To say, hey, it's okay, I'm human, we all make mistakes. We all have weaknesses. It's okay that I'm not perfect. And when we start to practice self-compassion towards ourselves, then we start to build up our confidence in ourselves again.